Good morning again. This is Dan with Senior Ministry E-Bike Nation. Going to start another segment of this video, and I'll be turning the camera around so you guys can watch the trail. And when I get up about another, I guess we got 3 or 4 miles to go, and then I will take the camera off and show the bike and a little bit about it. But anyway, let's give it a go. Yeah, it's very quiet out here today. I don't see too many people on the trail today. It's a work day, of course, it's Friday, but normally in this nicer weather, I see a lot of people out. But again, a lot of people like to ride late in the afternoons, which I really like to do late morning, early afternoon. That's when I like to get out and ride. Again, I'm also going to get out to some local bike shops here and test ride some of their bikes. There's several of them around here that I can ride. I mean, it may not would have been my bike of choice. Some of these bike shops have higher end e-bikes, which people need to see those too. So I will be reviewing those here probably next week sometime. If we get a nice week, I'm going to head into the bike shops, call them first and see what I got to do as far as, you know, do you leave a driver's license or whatever. Which that wouldn't be a good idea because you need it if you get stopped. Never thought about that, but I'll see what the things I have to do to get out and ride. And to review their bikes. It's good for them too because they can upload that to their website and show that as well. So yeah, we will be doing that. Yeah, we got about another mile to go, get to the halfway point. Previous video, we had about 30 minutes on it. That's a little longer than I normally would like, but it wound up the way it wound up, so. But once we get up here, I will be taking the camera off the handlebars, and I'm going to show you everything about this bike. Again, I know some of you have already seen this, but for the ones that have just seen my channel, these are reviews you need to see. I mean, I have nothing but good things to say about this Electric Bike Company bike. It's very comfortable for seniors to ride. Now, they told me that 80% to 85% of their market share is people between 50 and 60 years old on this bike. So again, it's built for comfort. It's not built for speed. But yeah, if you're looking for an e-bike and it'd rather be a 26-inch, as normally is what they sell, take a look at this Electric Bike Company Model R, and they have the other models as well. The R stands for rugged, and I'll tell you, this bike is built. Of course, you can add a lot of things to it when you purchase it on their website. You can pretty much do any color scheme you want to do. You can design the bike with different colors and whatever on their website. Literally, I wouldn't say hundreds, but probably pretty close to different color schemes that you can design that bike to your liking. So I think that's pretty cool. I got some kind of caution sign up here. See what it is. I know the river's not too high and not had enough rain lately. We'll see what they're doing. They don't have the trail blocks. That's good. Could be some tree maintenance they're doing or anything. And the Parks Department is really good about letting you know when they're doing stuff. Like when they're going to close a trail, they'll put a big sign up like you see up there. Or they'll, you can call them and get some information from them. I think this sign says work area ahead. It's not on the trail. I don't see anybody on the trail. Looks like some tree work they're doing. Whatever it is, it's right between these two little sections, and I don't see nobody out here working doing anything. Must be getting ready to. Here's the bridge, which is our halfway point. So we'll be stopping up here, and I'll be getting off the bike, and we'll show you a little more about the bike. So let me step off this thing here and I'll get the camera off and show you a little bit about it, show you the river here. River's down pretty good, it's not bad. Okay everybody, again this is Dan with Senior Ministry E-Bike Nation. We are going to show you a little bit about this bike. Again, Electric Bike Company was nice enough to send this bike to me to review. So I'm going to give it a go for them. It is a 26-inch by 3-inch fat tire bike. Now, it also has a 750 watt rear hub motor. And remember that these motors and the battery, which sits in this down tube here, there's a little thing here that you unlock with the key and the battery falls forward and you change it or charge it, and you can leave it on the bike and charge it right here as well. But again, this thing is assembled in California, the whole entire bike. Now I really like the stainless steel chain they got on this, which is definitely different than a bike. Normally you don't see that. And they have, as far as components, they have some of the top of the line components as far as I'm concerned. It's got a quick connect release for the front tire, which is, a lot of people don't like that. They think they can steal your bike easier, but you know what? They're going to get the bike if they want the bike. It's got front suspension. It does not have rear, but it has front suspension, which is really good. And it's got a lockout here for different terrain. And it has got a Shimano 7-speed shifter on it, which is a really good quality shifter. And it's got Tektro Dorado hydraulic brakes, which is really good brake system here. That's one of the top of the line ones. And then it's also got a 180 millimeter rotor, disc rotor in the front. And of course, they've got all their emblems on the tires and everything, and that's really cool that they do that. They got the emblem here on the down tube here. And they've got a very comfortable seat. This seat will completely come off, or it's got the little quick connect here on the side here. That's my coffee holder. I purchased that separately. Excuse me. And then it's got really good lights on it. They got running lights here, and this is a brake light here. that they have on the back, which is nice. Now this basket and this mount came with the bike. This is a like a insulin container that my wife gets styrofoam when she gets her order of her insulin in, so it fit in that basket very nicely. Of course, then I strap it down, and that allows me to carry things in there and carry the stuff to the food blessing box that I have. So yeah, there's plenty of storage, and it's also got mounting points in the front here where you can also mount a basket to this if you want to. So that is also, I think you may have to order that from the factory, but they will also send these with baskets on the front of them. And again, as I mentioned, the battery sits in this down tube here, and this is a little lock latch for it. And yeah, it's a great bike. Very comfortable. As you can see, these handlebars, look how nostalgic that looks. And that's why I named this bike Nostalgia. It's got a pedal assist 1 through 5 here. As you can see, you can go back down to 1 or 0. And if you have this in pedal assist, and any pedal assist, including 0, if you let this sit long enough, say 5 minutes, 10 minutes, this pedal assist will shut off. You have to actually hold this button down at the bottom in order to turn the pedal assist back on. And it's got your trip meter here, which shows I've come 8 miles. And then it's got your total time that you've ridden the bike, 11 hours I think. And I've rode the bike about 189 miles so far. The only thing has a little different here, it has voltage instead of a percentage. So it starts out at about 52 volts, and it'll go down to about 41 to 42%, and that pretty much is a drained battery. So that takes a little bit to get used to. I have an app on my phone. I can calculate what voltage is in percentage. So if I want to find that out, but I know about how far I can take this bike. I have not taken this bike on a long review because I do not have another battery. Excuse me. And these batteries on these bikes that they sell are like $800, and I'm just not going to invest that in that. They want me to sell a couple bikes on my channel, and then they'll send me a battery, but you know, I just really appreciate them sending this thing to me anyway, even without the extra battery. So I can still do a good 10 to 15 mile review on it, 20 mile. Couple added things I did put on this is I've got a bike alarm down here, and of course my coffee cup holder. But I'll try to put that down in the description box for you. Here's your USA sticker showing 100% of this bike is manufactured right here in the USA. But and I've also put this 1600 lumens light up here. It's very bright. I need to charge it. It's been sitting a while. I'm not even sure it'll come on right now. I haven't had this on for a while. So, oh yeah, it still works. But you can see the different levels. So at nighttime, that would be very bright, obviously. And I also put this a mirror on here. Bar-in mirrors are not going to work on this bike because they sit back too far. But this mirror here has been a very good mirror too that I put on here. It'll probably do 20 mile an hour is going to be top speed. I think the motor is restricted to 20 mile an hour. And again, it's not built for speed. So I tried to change the controller when I first got it from them, and I could get up to 24, 25 mile an hour, but then I was draining the battery drastically. So I called the company, and they told me, you need to change those back to factory settings. Again, this bike is not built for speed. So with that said, again, you can get wooden fenders on here. These are plastic they sent me. But you can get wooden fenders on this. I mean, you can really make this bike look super, super sharp. If you go to their website and look at some of the color combinations of those bikes, it's just gorgeous. But anyway, I just wanted to show all that to you. One thing I missed is the thumb throttle. It's on the left side. It even got the emblem of the bike company here on the grips. And it makes it very nice having this thumb throttle here on the left. So anyway, if you guys got any questions about this bike, please put it down in the comments section, and share and like my video, and hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys on the next video.